Konosuba Volume 16. Epilogue. On a hill overlooking the Demon King's castle, a very familiar chant echoed. Ah. Ah. Do you really know just how much just one of these manatite is worth? Oh, shut up, you penniless noble. Just keep watching our backs, otherwise the curse on that armor of yours will make you run out the moment enemies start pouring out of the castle. Penniless noble. Just who are you calling a penniless noble? I already told you, my family isn't poor, they are just frugal and dislike levying unfair taxes. More importantly, you are really stupid with money sometimes. Just like back when you bought me and this current situation. Not even a war between nations would use this mini top-grade manatite. Oh, shut up, I know my spending habits are a little strange. But, even back when I spent all that money to clear your debts, and even now I never once regretted my choice to shell out my fortune. Is that so? I see. At those words, Darkness shyly lowered her head and became quiet. That's odd, I didn't set out to create such an atmosphere. This is my once-in-a-lifetime debut, so why are the two of you fooling around? Seeing Darkness shyly stealing glances at me, Megumin, buried to her waist in the pile of manatite, let out a voice of displeasure. There is a spell in this world known as Explosion. Not only is it difficult to learn, but the mana required to cast it even once is beyond all but the most powerful of mages. On top of that, the destructive power unleashed by the spell is so immense that finding a good spot to use it is a challenge in and of itself. As such, it's gained a reputation as a spell with a low-cost effectiveness. However, regardless if you are a god, a demon, or the Demon King himself, if you take a hit from that, you'll definitely suffer damage. It's the strongest form of offense at humanity's disposal. With the manatite I received from you, I am now capable of performing a feat not even the greatest mage in the world can match. What you are about to witness right now is my life's greatest work. Be sure to carve it into your memories. There is an archwizard in this world known as the Joke Mage. She can only cast one spell per day, was rejected from almost every party she joined, frequently poked fun at, and even her own tribe is treating her like a benchwarmer. My name is Megumin. The foremost archwizard in Axel, and one who walks the path of explosions. I don't care if you are the strongest mage in the world, a dragon, a devil, or the Demon King himself, I shall reduce you all to dust. This mage that had been constantly put down and made fun of time and time again, but yet still dreams of being the strongest mage in the world. Explosion. Will, on this day, truly gain the title of the strongest in the world. Short Story 1, The Famous Goddess of Axel. As I was walking down the streets of Axel to pick up dinner, an older lady I didn't know hit on me. Pardon me, may I have a moment of your time? She had a small bottle in her hands and seemed quite troubled. You're one of Aqua-san's companions, yes? I really want to buy Aqua's delicious water, but is she not selling today? I'm sorry, I'm not following you at all. No, scratch that, she wasn't hitting on me after all. No, usually, Aqua-san would bring out her sparkling and delicious water around this time, but she was doing such things? Well, due to certain events, she's not in town at the moment. When I use Aqua's water for my cooking, my children don't get any allergic reactions. The woman drooped her shoulders as she made to leave. It's rare to see that girl be of actual help to others. And, just when I was mildly impressed for a moment, I heard a voice coming from the main street. Come on, come all. I, Pierre, one of the great street performers competing for the #1 spot in the capital, shall amaze you all. Looking towards the source of the voice, I saw that quite a sizable crowd has gathered. The town of Axel is famous for making street performers run off in tears. Will my axe be fit for your discerning gaze? The great street performer Pierre gave an exaggerated bow. This is the first time I've heard about this town driving street performers to leave in tears. A small smattering of applause met Pierre, and the entertainer reached into his bag. Now, first off, a greeting. What could be in this bag, I wonder? A few children within the crowd started excitedly shouting. A rookie killer. A rookie killer bigger than the bag will jump out. No, a flock of crows will fly out. They'll fly out and draw a picture in the sky. Aqua-chan did it. Pierre suddenly stopped moving after taking stock of exactly what his audience expected. No, this is just some candy I'm giving out as a greeting. I haven't started my act yet. This is just a candy box. Here, little lady, a sweet for you. He took those sweets out of his bag and tried to smooth things over. It would seem that the residents of this town are no strangers to street performances. Very well, I shall skip straight to the 18th act. Behold, the disappearing act. At Pierre's words, a lady dressed in a bunny girl outfit strode up next to him. disappearing act? Don't tell me. He's joking, right? There's no way he's being serious, right? Hearing the astonished response of the crowd, Pierre cheerfully raised his voice. Oh, seems like that sparked some interest. Behold. When I cover her with this cloak, she'll disappear in an instant. Of course, this is just an ordinary cloak. No tricks or magic here. At those words, screams erupted from the crowd. Stop it, what are you trying to do to that lady? This guy is crazy. Go call a policeman or an adventurer or someone. Seeing the children wailing and the adults running off to find the police, Pierre seems to have picked up on something odd with the crowd. I don't know why everyone's so agitated, but... Well, why don't you see it in action before judging? Now, is everyone prepared? 1, 2, 3. The moment Pierre covered the lady with the cloak, the crowd cried out in shock. At the same time, the cloak floated gently to the ground. No, no. Owani-san is. She disappeared. This guy is really crazy. He's definitely dangerous. Get someone here, this guy is a criminal. He's a murderer. Seeing the panicked crowd, Pierre's mask of composure finally broke. Please wait, this is just a show. Why is this happening? What is wrong with these people? Everyone's reactions have been completely odd. After the policeman who rushed here heard the explanation from the crowd. Great street performer Pierre, could you please accompany us to the station? Why? What is wrong with this town? I just performed an act in the streets. For what reason must I be arrested? That's obviously because you caused that woman to vanish. You just said there aren't any tricks or magic. There really is something wrong with this town. Of course there's a trick to it. That's a woman that just knows how to use teleport. As I saw Pierre getting surrounded by the police, I finally understood why the residents of this town were reacting like this. It's probably because of that party trick using goddess who can really make stuff disappear without tricks or magic. What, so it was a trick after all? Well, once you've seen the real thing. What, it's just teleport. What a boring trick. Come to think of it, I don't see Aqua-san anywhere. She usually shows up long before now to break the performer's heart. Selling water and performing party tricks. I thought that I knew Aqua pretty well, but it seems like there's still plenty I've yet to know about her. With that on my mind, I did my shopping and walked back to my mansion. Ah, Kazuma, it's good that you showed up. It seems like Aqua racked up a pretty huge tab at the bar. They just sent us the receipt. When I bring her back, I'm going to have to keep a much closer eye on her. Short story 1, when that goddess returns. Ayo ayo weowa. Ayo ayo weowa. Ayo ayo weowa. I've had it with that idiot. When she gets back, I'm going to scold her ears off. What's wrong, Kazuma? Don't raise your voice so suddenly, you gave me a fright. On that day. After reading the letter left by that idiot goddess, I searched her room in the hopes of finding some clues to her current location, but plenty of things are wrong right now, but first, take a look at this. Isn't that the mug that you were raising a fit over some time ago after you thought you lost it? I shoved the broken cup towards darkness. She seems to get what happened the moment she realized I was inside Aqua's room. Well, such things is just par for the course with her. I'll introduce you to a dinnerware shop that is primarily frequented by nobles, so you can buy a replacement there. Darkness tried to calm me down, but that's not it. Even I wouldn't blow my top over one broken cup. If she had properly admitted it, the most I'll do is make her my manservant for a week. I think that's precisely why she hid that cup from you. After exasperatedly saying that, she turned her attention towards the broken game console I had in my other hand. That's the rare relic you picked up in the Crimson Demon Village, right? But, Aqua didn't break it on purpose. In response to Darkness's attempts to cover for Aqua, I brought out a box I discovered in Aqua's room. That's the strange jacket that you treasured, and this is an empty bottle? Ah, she drank the expensive wine you bought. And then there's just too much stuff for me to keep track of. Inside the box is a practical mountain of evidence that Aqua tried to hide from me. Even I wouldn't have gotten angry over 1 or 2 items. But for some strange reason, Darkness suddenly let out a soft laugh. What? What's so funny? This jersey is really important to me, you know? The fact that it ended up here after I put it in the laundry must mean she didn't pay attention while scrubbing and tore through it. Yeah, I knew it. No, I mean, no matter what you say, you're still thinking about what happens after Aqua comes back, so. Darkness let out a wry smile, and I felt a blush creeping up my cheeks. Well, I suppose I can take care of the trash for her. In exchange, she'll be our manservant for a month. Hearing my tsundere-esque line, Darkness stifled a laugh. Just then. What are you raising a fuss in Aqua's room for? Did you find some kind of lead? Megumin poked her head inside the room. No, I didn't find any leads, but I did find one more reason to drag her back to this town. After explaining what I found to Megumin. I see. Then, we have to get her back as soon as possible so we can properly lecture her. Megumin said with a laugh. Indeed. I'm looking forward to seeing what she will do by way of apology. Darkness joined in with a laugh of her own. She's probably wandering around somewhere off the beaten path right now. When I picture her crying face. Say, have the two of you looked into the box? She can't possibly have only broken my stuff, right? At my words, the two of them froze in their tracks. Pardon me. Ah, isn't this the rookie killer figurine that I painstakingly saved up to buy? I thought Konosuba dragged it off somewhere. So it was here all along. Ah, this is the tea set I got from Looms. And I told her so many times to be careful when handling it. The two of them barely spent any time searching before discovering important stuff of their own that had been broken. We have to get her back as soon as possible so we can properly lecture her. Indeed. I'm looking forward to seeing what she will do by way of apology. They said those very same words just moments ago, but somehow the meaning seems to have changed quite a bit. Well, if she cried and apologized, I guess I'll forgive her. I muttered as I envisioned the future for that runaway goddess. End of Volume 16, Runaway Goddess Go Home.
Do